Today, on Be Something Wonderful, what to do when you feel like you're in manifesting limbo. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. I got an email from a subscriber this morning that said, Tom, I feel like I'm in manifesting limbo. I've occupied the state of my wish fulfilled. And I feel like I'm living in the conviction, although I do get anxious, and I haven't seen it in 3D. And I know that you've talked about the teachings of Neville Goddard, where he refers to the Sabbath, that time between occupying the state and its manifestation in the 3D world. Could you unpack that a little bit more? Because I'm not even sure I'm in the Sabbath. Well, guys, we're going to unpack that today and more. The first thing I want to say is that when you're in the Sabbath, you're in the absolute conviction that your 3D manifestation is an absolute sure thing. It's inevitable. Hear this, right? You are walking in the conviction that it's done, that it's yours, and it will manifest in the 3D world. You're not anxious, you're not concerned, you're celebrating it with joyous expectation that it's going to happen. That's how you honor the Sabbath. So let's go to scripture here first. Genesis 2:3. God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. Hear this. Now the scripture's defining what the Sabbath is. They're talking about the number 7, the seventh day. What does the number 7 represent? It's mentioned more than 700 times in the Bible, the number 7. It's significant. It means completeness, perfection, right? Divinity, that perfect perfection, that wholeness, right? That's what the 7. And so God, the seventh day being completeness, perfection, God sanctified it, meaning he set it aside where there's no work, there's nothing left to do, there's no more effort. It means it's done. Right? You're in the Sabbath, right? And then it says, because in it he rested. I love how they say in it. They're very specific here in Scripture. In it means within it, within your imagination, within that consciousness, within that state that you're occupying, you now rest. Right? You've already occupied that state. You've already occupied your wish fulfilled. Wow, that's big. And God rested from all that he created and made. So what does Neville say? Well, Neville defines the Sabbath this way. He said, it is the state when man is completely unmoved in his conviction that the thing is. Hear this. You're completely unmoved by the 3D world, by the people, events, and circumstances around you. And you're in that conviction that the thing already is, that it's already yours, that you're already occupying that state of wish fulfilled. That's big. That's what it means to occupy the Sabbath, right? And then Neville goes on to say, when you're not feeling that, when you're struggling to occupy that state, well, you're functioning three-dimensionally, and you cannot seem to reach the fourth-dimensional world where your present desire is already a concrete, objective reality. It's already yours in that dimensionally larger reality when you have the desire. Right? You need only to occupy it, to become it, one with it. Wow, that's big, right? And then this is what it says in the book of Joshua, what God said to Joshua. Every place on which the sole of your foot treads, I have given it to you. Hear this. This is huge. Every place on which the sole of your foot treads, I have given it to you. Look at the tenses here, where your foot treads. That's now. That's the present tense, right? That's the present simple. I have given it to you. Past present perfect, the present meaning it's already yours before you even step on it. That state or that desire that you want to occupy, it's already yours before you even occupy it. Wow, that's huge. That's what this is saying in Scripture here. That's what God is saying to Joshua. Remember, Joshua, his big desire was the city of Jericho, right? Jericho was surrounded by these huge walls, right? But Jericho was beautiful. It was lush. It was said to be the fragrant city, right? The fragrant city. So that's what Joshua wanted. But remember, now Joshua knows that wherever he has treads, it's already his. He only needs to get in to that city. But here's the thing. It's surrounded by these big walls. What do those walls represent? Your limitations, your fears, the 3D world, your senses, everything to the objective reality. It looks like Joshua can't get into that city and put his foot there so he can claim it, right, because of those walls. Well, let's get into it a little bit more. This is what also God said to Joshua. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, so that you may have success wherever you go. Do not turn from your desire, from your wish fulfilled, from what you want to be or occupy. It's already yours. Don't get distracted by the 3D world or the obstacles or the limitations. Hear this, right? Then Neville says, wherever you can stand in the world mentally, that you can realize. Wherever you can stand, just like Joshua, wherever he puts his foot and treads, wherever you stand mentally in consciousness, you can claim that consciousness, you can claim that state, you can claim that desire. You can realize your wish fulfilled. Wow, that's big. So what else does Neville say? Well, this is with Joshua looking at the walls of Jericho, knowing that he wants to go conquer the city. He wants to step on the soil there. He says, this is what Neville says, he finds himself barred by the impassable walls of Jericho, by the 3D world, by the doubts, by the limitations, by your senses. That's you, right? You're Joshua. You're looking at all the obstacles, all the limitations, right? All the things that the 3D world is showing you, thinking, I can't do that. Right? So what do? Well, it said that Joshua and his people recruited Rehab. Rehab was said to be a harlot and a spy. The idea of a harlot represents that she possessed all and can grant all that men ask of her. Right? As a harlot. Right? That's your subconscious. That's that greater you. That's that God consciousness. It possesses it all and can grant whatever you ask of it. You simply need to ask of it. How do you ask? By occupying it. Wow, that's big, right? And it said that she was also a spy. What does a spy do? A spy travels secretly. That means that's you moving within, right? It's not an outside movement in the outside world. It's not moving around effects. It's traveling within. You appropriate the claim of your desired state within. That's what spies do. So she was a spy, right? You appropriated in consciousness and you have employed the spy. That's what Neville says. When you appropriate it in consciousness, you have employed the spy. You have employed Rehab in the spies, right? And so it was said that Rehab housed 2 spies. She let 2 spies hide in her house. Rehab, it was said in the Bible, for her house was on the city wall, so that she was living on the wall. They made it very clear that she was on top of the wall, living on the wall. What was the significance of that? Well, the significance of that is that you must keep this is what Neville says, you must keep a high mood if you would walk with the highest. This is the idea of keeping a high mood, keeping your ideal in mind, keeping your mind on your wish fulfilled or your desire. That's what that represents with Rehab living so high. And remember, Rehab took in 2 spies. So the deal with her was she would be saved as they occupied the city. And as the walls fell, she would be saved for helping them. Right? So hear this, right? You go within, you occupy the state, you claim it, and then you are saved as you rise to that new level of consciousness. Wow, this is big. And then what else does it say in Joshua? It says, then on the 7th day, you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow their trumpets. When the priests blow their trumpets, the walls of Jericho are said to fall, and then Joshua can enter the city and claim it. Right? Here the number 7 again, representing completeness, perfection, wholeness, perfect divinity. 7th day, the Sabbath, 7 times around the city. Right? Wow, and they blow the trumpets and then they claim the city. That's big, right? What does Neville say? The walls, the obstacles, the problems crumble of their own weight if I can reach the point of stillness within. That's what Joshua's claiming the city of Jericho means. It means going within, claiming that state, like Rehab the spy, right? Secretly moving within, claiming that state, rising to that higher level of consciousness, just like her living on the wall, and then claiming the city. Then the obstacles fall away. The trumpets blow, the walls crumble. Right? And this is what Neville says about the Sabbath. The Sabbath is the only is only the mystical sense of stillness. Hear this, it's a mystical sense of stillness. When you are unconcerned, when you are not anxious, when you are not looking for results, knowing that signs follow and do not proceed. That's huge. That's the Sabbath. That's how to know. That's what to do when you feel that you are stuck in manifesting limbo. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification button. Like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Hit us up on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful, on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Karen, our website at tomkaren.com or BeSomethingWonderful.com, or write me anytime at info@BeSomethingWonderful.com. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, with great love, this is Tom. See you soon.